All right. Welcome back to Argus. This is potentially the last video of Argus for the playthrough, but potentially not because we don't really know how many endings Argus has. There might be upwards to three different endings, and if that's the case, then maybe we go back and try to collect all the endings. But either way, this is the final video of the playthrough of our first full playthrough. This is the end. And with that, will we save the world? Will Ben regain control of Argus? Or will Argus be just too damn powerful and take over the entire world and essentially destroy it? I mean, that's what Argus is trying to do, right? Argus is a world eater. There's really only one way to find out, and that's by jumping right back into the story. But before we do that, if you are enjoying these playthroughs, if you're enjoying this type of game, if you're enjoying Argus, if you're enjoying this playthrough, be sure to hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and join the Tethered. Thank you all for being here for this epic finale. In chat, we have Lyco, Paul, Allen, the Paul Allen Network. Paul Allen, it has a great movie creator, director, and film writer. I was actually a voice as one of the villains in one of his movies, which is awesome. You should definitely check it out. It is called The First Harvest. Definitely check it out. Well, welcome, Robert Cello. It's great to have everybody here. Robert says the world's best, shortest YouTuber and streamer is live. I am very proud of my 4-foot stature and the box that I use to take pictures with people. So don't get that twisted. Cello says, get him, Argus. Cello wants Argus to take control of everything. Cello's ready for Argus just to wreak havoc on everything and everyone. Robert says, do you guys think TT carries a box with him everywhere he goes? Only when I know that there's going to be pictures. That way I can stand on it. That way I don't look as short as I look. But either way, let's go ahead and jump right back in here. We got this repair tool that we have to do. And you know what? Let's go ahead and complete some of these mini games. Done. Easy. I completed the mini game just like that. So easy. Of course, I have unlimited Bix. I have the flat rate for Argus, which gives us unlimited Bix. You don't have to worry about those pesky mini games. You can just enjoy the story and enjoy the game without the mini games. But if you want to play the mini games, you always have that opportunity to go back there and play each and every one of the mini games. And as you can see here, I've not played very many. I played a few. But not very many. Not many at all. In the last video, we identified who Unknown was. And of course, yours truly was right the entire time. We found out that it was Ben. However, Ben has in his possession all of our, relics and ingredients to banish Argus, which isn't good because I think Ben might be trying to use that to now control Argus. And Strasser was trying to get that bag from Ben, but then Ben fucking took off with it. He just left, just ran off with it. So now that's basically where we ended at was Ben running away with all the items. Oh, and Amy. We successfully found Amy. Yes, Amy was missing a finger, but is alive and safe now. Missing a finger, one finger less, but is alive and is safe. So that's good. Digital Diaries, welcome. Morning Jewel, welcome. It's great to have you here. Benham, welcome. It's great to have everybody here. Springtrap Beauty, welcome. So, Behind the Legends, Tim says, thanks, Suntyke. You're damn welcome. We had to hack into Ben's system. That way we could see what Ben has on his computer. Shadow, Tim, and Amy have committed the crime of breaking into Ben's house. So now we're trying to figure out what's going on in Ben's computer and see if we can get some information. There's only cell phone in there, some old model. Wait, Tim, we're coming to you. That's strange. Tongue-tied. You're the only saved contact? How am I the only saved contact?
Ben must have used this cell phone to contact you as unknown. He also used it to send you the videos of Amy.
Give it to me, Tim. I'll have a look.
Okay, so that was right. That makes sense. Ben was using a different phone to contact us as unknown, as the villain. And just so everybody is aware, if you don't know, I actually voiced Argus in the English version of this game. So if you played the English version of the game, anytime you heard Argus talking to you, that was yours truly. That was me. Hope you enjoyed it. But yes, so it looks like Ben was using like a burner phone to talk to me as unknown, which makes sense. Makes perfect sense. So why is it in safe? What else is on the phone? Wasn't the phone secured with a code? It's in the safe to keep it from prying eyes, obviously, but what else is on the phone? That's important to know. Kay says I still want a game with Charlie and JK. Yeah, you got that. That's the healing. But you mean like a side story. You want like a side story game with JK Knight and Charlie, right? That would be dope. I'd be down for that. Digital Diary says, yeah, I knew it sounded familiar. Yeah, that's me. That was me. Hello, Miss Azrios Gaming. Welcome, welcome. Miss Azrios says, how dare you not greet me, TT? I'm offended. I just didn't see you. I apologize. Because I said hello to Springtrap, but then I see that you did jump in earlier. Said hi. I apologize. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Hi, Az. So Tim says no idea. Shadow took it off of me. Shadow says interesting. There's an app on the phone that allows you to schedule messages. They count down messages and updates you receive from unknown tongue-tied. They were prepared and were sent automatically at a certain time. This also explains how Ben was able to write to you as unknown while he was out with Kara, which we knew that. We knew that that was the case. I mean, obviously, we knew that Ben was unknown the entire time, so we knew that there was some way he was able to communicate with us while still with his friends. And that's just using like timers and delays and automatic messages being sent. We knew it. We knew it the whole time. Bastard thought of everything. But sometimes unknown has also answered me. Interesting, but doesn't get us anywhere. Unknown answered us, but very vaguely. Unknown answered us without actually answering us. He replied to us, but didn't really answer anything. But that's also true. Sanjay, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Ben actually used the cell phone live in that case. I've just had a look at the gallery app. It mainly contains footage of Amy tied up, but there's another video too. Oh, does it show the video of him cutting off Amy's finger? That would be terrible. Kind of want to see it though. No, kidding. That would be really bad. I'll forward it to you to it myself. So that way I can send it to the group. Amy says, "This friggin' bastard." That's the video. Oh, it's Ben. It's just a video of Ben.
It's time to tell my story before Argus kills me too. I never meant for any of this to happen. I never meant to kill Sarah. It all started with my sister Kim. We had a terrible accident years ago. Damn it, I can't talk about this right now.
Didn't know Ben had a sister. She could be the key to everything. Too bad Ben stops the video at this point. Yeah, he didn't give us any information. Let's stop the search and go to my place. I want to stay on the lead on this lead, and I have more options at home. All right. Wouldn't you rather look for more clues? Wouldn't you rather look for more clues at Ben's place? Like, there's got to be more stuff around. Don't think we'll find much more here. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I definitely don't feel bad for Ben. The stuff that he put Amy through, I mean, he's kept trophies of all of his victims. Like, I definitely don't feel bad for Ben.
We can't find him. Ben is hiding somewhere in these catacombs. We don't know how much longer the door will hold.
Yeah, Argus is trying to get in. Ben's hiding in the catacombs. Everyone's stuck, and who knows how much longer they have before Argus breaks in and takes control and destroys everyone. And then Argus will be too powerful to beat. Who knows? Definitely don't feel bad for Ben, though. I think I saw a comment earlier. It was, what happens, TT, when you forget your box and you need something on the top shelf? Oh, I'm a good climber. I'm short, but I'm a good climber. So, like, if I go to, like, a store, a grocery store or something like that, and there's something on the top shelf, I will be the last person to ask anybody tall to reach up there and grab it. I just climb the shelves. I just climb up. Or if there's like, like when you go to like home improvement stores, like Lowe's or Home Depot, there's always like those stair ladders around. I mean, you're probably not supposed to use them. So don't do it because I'm saying to do it. Don't don't get me in trouble for it. But there's ladders always around, and if you know how to use them. But Shadow says, I don't think we'll find much more here. Now we're at least having a starting point, and I'm relieved we're finally leaving this hellish place. Ben had a jail cell in his basement, too, that he was keeping all of his victims in there. And like I said, he had a box full of, like, trophies of all of his victims. So the guy is definitely messed up. He's sick in the head. I don't feel bad for Ben. I can't imagine there's anything Ben could say that's going to make me feel the slightest bit remorse. Like, I'm willing to, when it comes down to it, if we're able to banish Argus, like, we can banish Argus and send him on the way, send him on his way, but with a snack, being Ben. Like, we'll banish him with Ben, so that way Argus has like a nice little snack and can just, munch on Ben. I'm okay with that. Maybe I mean, we'll give Argus a little snack, a little snack. Back to the Cinnamombies. Ben must have hidden somewhere in this maze. Ben, please, if you read this, answer us. Damn, what are we gonna do now? Shit, that bastard. Yes, the bastard. But what are we gonna do now? You guys got to find him. You have to find him in the catacombs. Split up. All right, gang. It's time to split up. Go in all the different directions. Ben says you're making a huge mistake. Please, Ben, hand over the backpack. I can't. We can only destroy Argus together. If you're against me, you won't even give me the chance to explain myself. I mean, how are you going to explain all the girls that you've made victims of, that you've destroyed in your cell, and like, there's no way you can explain that, Ben. I was getting ready to call him Argus. But he essentially used him. He used Argus to his as a tool. But Carl's right. What is there left to explain? You conjure Argus, tortured Amy, and you killed our friends. You disgust me. And my sister, says Junior, you son of a bitch. Ben says, I didn't want to kill Sarah, Lily, and the others. Everything just got out of hand. I didn't want to do it. I had to do it, says Ben. Like, you've got to believe me. I didn't really want to kill everybody. And I didn't really want to take, trophies of each person and use them and put them in a box and then look at them every now and then and remember what happened. I didn't really want to do that. There's no way. Ben is a terrible, terrible person. Jenny says, believe you. How can we ever trust you again? Right. Right. I don't know. How do we? How do we ever trust Ben again? Then explain it to us. Tell us what happened to your sister Kim. I don't know if anybody even wants to know. Like, nobody really cares. Betty's like, his sister. Yeah, I know you have a sister, Ben. How do you know about her? How do you know about Kim? Don't worry about it. We found your safe. It's your turn to explain. Doesn't matter. Look, I'll be straight up with Ben. Like, we found your safe. We found everything, Ben. You've got nothing else left to hide. Just tell us. There's nothing left to hide. You can't hide anything. I knew from the beginning that you would be my downfall, TT. I will tell you my story. Ben, we don't have time for your story. Hear me out. I promise I'll give you the backpack afterwards. Okay, if these are your demands. As TT said, it all started with my sister Kim. I was 15 years old. Kim had just turned 18 long before the Cinnamombies met. After our parents died, we only had each other left. Kim became the most important person in my life. Oh, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. Poor you, Ben. Until we got involved in a horrible car accident, which we just saw. A drunk driver rammed us off the road without braking. The windshield broke. A splinter pierced Kim's eye. I can still hear her screaming to this day. There was so much blood. Ben, please, we don't have time for that right now. How awful. Say nothing. Do you know who was driving the car? Look, I want to hear the story. I want to keep hearing the story. I'm just gonna. I don't like to say nothing. I always like to make a choice. I always like to choose an option. But I kind of want to. I want to hear the rest of the story. So I'm gonna say nothing and let Ben keep talking. We survived, but Kim's eye could not be saved. The doctors had to remove it. She was left with cross-like scars in her eye socket. Kim got a glass eye shortly afterwards, but she never got over it. She became so depressed. I feel bad for Kim. I don't feel bad for Ben. And eventually took her own life. I feel really bad for Kim now. Still don't feel that bad for Ben. Jenny says, how come you never told us this? Because Kim's death was the trigger for all the murders. I couldn't bear the pain any longer. And finally found solace with Michael Bates and his faith community. So Ben was going through some severe depression, it seems like, because of his sister, and then found Michael Bates with the community, the faith community, and then started becoming a radical follower through Michael Bates, and turned to this life of muck ducking, murdering. Yeah, we've heard of Michael Bates. We know of Michael Bates. Exactly, the man who was later exposed as the mind bender killer. At first, I and his followers didn't know that Michael was a murderer. But then I followed him one evening and saw him kill a woman. I was shocked, but in a strange way also fascinated. So I began to follow him more often to watch. See, that's sick. That's damn sick, Ben. Like, you followed him. You didn't realize he was a murderer, but then when he showed you to your face what he was doing, you're like, this fascinates me. Like, you're sick. That's sick. And then you became more like enthralled with it. You became more of a follower. You enjoyed it more. You became enticed, and it's messed up, Ben. Why didn't you report it to the police? So you just let him carry on killing? That's sick. You're sick. You're damn sick, Ben. No, it's not sick. It helped me. No, no, it didn't. It actually made you worse. I finally stopped dreaming about Kim's suicide and our accident by destroying other people, by killing other people, creating more pain and misery to other people. But then the eyes open messenger, which Michael used to find his victims, was shut down. My nightmares returned. Kim's empty eye socket, all that blood, her death. So I looked for a date on Love Radar. I don't think I really intended to hurt her. Yes, you did. But then everything happened so fast. I suddenly had a knife in my hand. You killed an innocent woman. But yeah, you did. You're sick. You think I don't... So Carr says, you killed an innocent woman, Ben. But Ben says, you think I don't know that? The only way I could process my grief was by taking lives. Again, that's... I don't feel bad for Ben. I gave the police clues that Michael was the mind-bender killer, and I made it look like he also committed the Love Radar murders. Shortly afterwards, I got to know you guys and became part of the film club. Ben, we understand you. No, we don't. But Strasher's just saying that to make Ben feel more comfortable with coming out of his hiding spot. Ben, we understand you, and now please give us the backpack. No, you don't even know a fraction. Tell us after the ritual. We'll listen to you. Go on then, but please hurry up. Can you... Do we want him to tell us after the ritual? I don't know. I don't know if we want him to tell us after the ritual. Because I might feed him to Argus during the ritual. Ben might not have a chance after the ritual. So I don't know. Do I have live chat on? Yeah, I do. I always have live chat on. Lyco. As says, I don't know how they just listened to Ben and didn't take him out after all that. Well, so Ben's hiding right now. But they don't know where Ben is. Not to mention they're all just standing there while he texts all this. Right, but they don't know where Ben is. Ben ran off and is hiding somewhere in the maze of the catacombs. So they're not entirely sure where Ben's at. So they really don't have any choice other than to listen to what Ben is saying right now. I maybe I'm just gonna have Ben just tell us the story. Tell us the rest of the story, but damn hurry up, Ben. Carl says, I don't want to hear this sick shit anymore. Please, soon you will understand me better. I doubt it. I doubt it, though, Ben. I really tried to lead a normal life back then. But then I met Ava, a young student. She looked exactly like Kim. I told myself that my sister had returned to be with me again, but Ava wasn't interested in me. So I had to show her that we were soulmates. So Ben found Ava, who reminds him of his sister, but then wanted to become a romantic couple with Ava because Ava reminded him of his sister, and they're soulmates because of the likeness to his sister, and they had to be together And because Ava wasn't interested in Ben, he drugged her and took her home with me to my basement. So Ben's got some issues. He's got some major issues. Is the audio messed up? Oh no! This happened a couple days ago with. Damn it! This happened a couple days ago with Moonvale. So what I'll do is I'm gonna have to start it over. I'm gonna have to reset it and reset my phone, and we'll come back in because the audio will not fix itself.